Good morning. My name is Edward Mall, MAHL P27115, appearing on behalf of plaintiff in case that ends in 3911.
Your name? Thank you. All right. So where are we on this case? 8.
This is second hearing on the case that ends 3911.
I'm taking it down here.
Right. But we've got a problem because there's this other case. Do you know about that one, counsel?
Yes, I've learned about that case. Our client had been dismissed and Ms. Anderson does not wish to proceed on that case at this point.
That who?
Ms. Anderson does not wish to proceed on that case at this point.
Okay, but the defendant in that case didn't consent to the dismissal and the court did not dismiss it.
But we're moving that it, go ahead.
Question, was there a counterclaim? I don't know about it.
She's moving to dismiss that case at this point. That case involved damages and violations of the lease other than rent. This case involves, the second case involves purely unpaid rent. So she's asking to.
Which is the same as the other claims that were brought up in that case.
The other one was mainly for fraud. And I never got a counterclaim, so
Clearly, throughout the entire proceedings, she have filed effectively what have been counterclaims and defenses to the actions and claims against you in the first matter.
what did where's?
I am not dismissing the case. I made that clear the last time. I went through it with the parties. So to the extent, counsel, there is a motion to dismiss that case, it is denied.
We wish to proceed with the proofs as to the rent.
Here's the problem, and I explained this to Miss Anderson the last time. Why would I permit a judgment in this case when rent has been paid and was part of the other case I just now didn't dismiss? Why would I do that?
There's rent that's due that is not paid. So that's why the second case was filed. And there's unpaid water bills and there were other costs involved.
3 months rent, water bill, court costs.
All of that was being handled in the other matter. So, as I was here the last time, I don't understand why I have this new case.
It was for the unpaid rent because she hasn't paid September, October, or November.
Ordered escrow, what did you think was going to happen?
She hasn't paid it.
I said, are you claiming that in the last case, there was no claim for rent?
The last case was for fraud.
Are you claiming that there was no claim for rent?
Yeah, there's claim for rent and.
Exactly. That case is still pending, which means the rental claims, which will go month to month, are still pending. And now I get a new case,
I thought you were gonna.
which just doesn't make any sense to me. At the last hearing, I told you it did not make any sense to me as to why it was filed. None whatsoever. And if you think what I'm going to do is take a new case, rule on that while the other case is pending, not going to happen. The other thing is, there's a problem violation of the court rules because she has to give, and I don't think she did. Well, maybe she did. For whatever reason, I don't even know why one would do this. Is that 7-6, the other one ending in 2176? This one,
Yes.
all right.
And I believe that white file part of it. The two.
So I don't understand why I have two cases.
Well, then let's proceed as the court wishes to proceed. Your Honor, you entered an escrow order in this case, was it?
Yes.
And I wish to advise you that
In which case?
The first
the
piece.
first case, okay,
Escrow.
I did.
it's not been paid for months of October.
What do we have as a escrow? Do we know?
3 months have been missed. So it's not been paid.
Miss Lyman?
Yes, I haven't paid the 3 months, but I have the 2267 going on this week in October, November, it will be in by the end of this month,
By when?
by the end of this month.
My client just checked with the court clerk today, and there's only $6,600. That's 2 months' rent.
I just said I will be paying the 2267 this week.
All right.
in October.
Because it's an escrow order, the only thing that happens is I set it for an immediate trial if there's non-compliance. We were at the point of getting a decision on the case. Are the parties going to be ready to try this in a couple weeks? Because I'm not trying it today,
Yes, we can be
because
ready.
these pleadings are all out of order.
We can be ready to try it in a couple of weeks, yes.
Would you be ready?
Yes,
And you say you're gonna have escrow cleared up by the end of this month?
yes,
Second and 9th.
yes.
Non-jury trial will be set December 9th, 2025, 9 a.m. on both cases. Why I'm ruling on the other one, I don't know. All right, thank you. Court does call the case of Lakestone. None whatsoever.
This entire hearing was a masterclass
And
in
if you
courtroom
think what I'm gonna
confusion
do is
and
take a
judicial
new
patience
case,
getting
rule
pushed to
on
the
that while
absolute
the
edge.
other case is pending.
Because what started
Not
as a
gonna
simple
happen.
rent-related follow-up transformed into a procedural nightmare, and the judge wasn't shy about letting everyone know exactly how chaotic this situation really was. From the moment the parties logged in, the tension was obvious. Two cases, same
The
parties,
other thing is,
overlapping claims,
there's a
and
problem
absolutely no
violation of
clarity on
the
why the second
court
case even
rules
existed.
because
And the judge,
she has
wasn't
to
having it.
give, and I don't
he immediately
think she
reminded everyone.
did.
He already told them last time that the second filing made
Well,
no
maybe
sense.
she did. For
And
whatever
yet,
reason, I don't
here it
even
was
know
again.
why. one
You could
would do
actually hear the
this.
frustration building as he went through the filings.
Is that 7-6?
One case
The other
alleging
one
fraud,
ending in
water bills, past due rent, and all kinds of lease
2176.
violations. The other case,
This one.
Yes.
purely unpaid rent, the exact same thing that was already included in case 1. And the judge made it very, very clear. Why would I issue a judgment in this new case when the rent claim
So
is
I
literally
don't
still pending
understand
in
why I
the
have
old
two
one?
cases.
This is where the tone shifted.
Well, then let's
The
proceed.
landlord's attorney tried to
As the
navigate
court
the
wishes
mess,
to proceed.
explaining
Your Honor,
unpaid rent for
you
September,
entered
October,
an
and
escrow
other
order
charges. But the
in
judge was
this
done
case,
with
was it?
explanations.
Yes.
And
His point was
I wish
simple.
to advise you that
Rent
In
can't
which
be split
case?
across two cases. You can't file rent twice.
The first
And you
piece.
definitely
case,
can't
okay.
bypass
I
the pending
did.
case by opening a new one.
it's not
And
been
then
paid
came the
for
bombshell,
months
escrow.
of October.
The court's own
Oh, yeah,
escrow
that's
order
right,
hadn't been
escrow.
followed for
Yeah.
months.
3 months
Only
have been missed.
$600 had been paid when far more was required. And when the defendant tried to insist she'd
Miss
pay a
Lyman?
lump sum this week,
Yes, I haven't
the judge
paid the
instantly
3
cut
months,
through
but
it.
I have the 2267
Because intentions don't matter in
going on
court.
this week, and
Compliance
October,
does.
November.
And that's
will be
when he
about
dropped
end
the
this
hammer.
But
The only
when?
thing that happens
By
with
the
a
end of
missed
this month.
escrow is I set it for an immediate trial. That
You-
moment changed the
My
entire
client just
direction
checked
of
with
the
the
hearing.
court clerk today.
There was no more back and
Yeah,
forth,
there's-
no more
There's
procedural
only
debates,
$6,600.
no more
That's 2
confusion
months'
about
rent.
which case belonged
I
where.
just said I will be
The judge
paying the
exercised full authority,
2267 this
made an
week.
executive
All right.
decision, and took
Because
command
it's
of the
an
situation.
escrow order,
Both cases, same day,
the
same
only thing
courtroom.
that happens is I
non-jury
set
trial.
it for an immediate trial.
December
if
9th,
there's
9 a.m.
non-compliance.
It was his way of saying, if nobody can figure out why these two cases exist, don't worry. I'll sort them both out, publicly, clearly, and on the record.
The point of getting
The
a
silence after
decision
that
on
ruling
the
said more
case.
than words.
Are the
Even the
parties going to be
attorneys
ready
seemed
to
caught off
try
guard.
this in a few
Because
in a
under
couple
normal
weeks?
circumstances, a judge doesn't want to
'Cause
clean
I'm
up
not
two
trying it
overlapping
today.
cases. But
Just
here,
give you
Because these
he
pleadings
had been
are
pushed
all
to that
out of
point.
order.
The filings were
We'd be
out of
ready to
order.
try it
The
in a couple
claims
weeks.
overlapped. Escrow
Would you
wasn't
be
paid,
ready?
and everyone kept insisting the new filing was necessary when the judge had already warned them it wasn't. This hearing was the moment where patience
And you
met the
say you're
breaking
going to
point.
have escrow cleared up
You
by
could
the end
almost
of
feel the
this
judge
month?
thinking, how many times do I need to say this? How do you file a second case when the first
Second
one isn't
and
even
ninth.
resolved?
Yes.
Why is the
Non-jury
escrow
trial will
unpaid?
be set
And why am I the one cleaning it up?
December 9th,
And honestly, he wasn't wrong.
2025,
If you zoom
9
out,
a.m.
the entire drama comes from
on
one
both
core issue,
cases.
trying to solve a problem by doubling it instead of fixing
Why
it.
I'm ruling on the other
The
one, I
landlord
don't know.
thought that a second case would push things forward. Instead, it backfired. Hard.
All right, thank
And
you.
now everything. Fraud allegations, rent disputes, water bills, late fees, escrow compliance, and overlapping case law is heading to one final showdown on December 9th. This wasn't just a hearing. This was a setup for the finale. Get ready, because when a judge is already this frustrated before the trial even starts, December 9th is going to be one explosive day in court.